Speaking freedom. Speaking freedom. Giving you the answers to be free. Be free. Be free. 'Cause we're speaking freedom.
Video got cut off because it was a call, but here we go again. Okay, part 3, because the video got cut off, of this Tyrese and Samantha thing. It was really not about them. I want to address some of the things that were said. Okay, but when you first get married, the first thing you have to do, especially if you haven't known a person long enough to build a strong friendship with a person, first thing you got to do is get to know that person. I think that it is not the best thing to have babies quick when you first get married, because marriage is two people trying to come together and be one anyways. That means that y'all got to learn how to live together. Y'all got to learn how to befriend each other. Y'all got to learn how to be loyal to each other. You got to learn everything that that person needs. Forget the 4 or 5 hour talk that you have to where you feel like you know this person, or you feel like they done told you everything. They told you everything that you want to hear. They think that you need to hear at that time. But none of that shit matters, because once it's time to come together, y'all have to learn how to be strong together with each other without toxic energy, without any type of extra shit. So when you first get married, aside from the people that y'all already been friends with, aside from the people that was there at the wedding that supports y'all union, all that bringing in new people just because you met somebody and they seem cool or they invited you to Bible study, I think that that's stupid, because you don't know who that person is that you're bringing into your home, bringing into your marriage, bringing into your situation, that's going to have an opinion about some shit that they ain't got no business having an opinion about. And because you brought them in and you make them feel comfortable having an opinion or having something to say, that shit can wreak havoc in your relationship. So, and I addressed that on the first video, because it was a lot of videos where Samantha talked about being a cheater, where she talked about running around and playing on niggas, but even in her Bible study, when she first started doing her Bible study, when they would talk about the devil and being married to the devil and all this other negative shit, she would be looking around like, he was goddamn the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the worst thing that she could have did. And that shit used to, like, I pay attention to body language. I pay attention to the words that people use. I pay attention to how they respond to what other people are saying. And honestly, even when I think about when he first got married to her and he posted something it was like a gremlin type monster with like a cleft palate or some shit like that. And he was like, when everybody thinks that she looks one way, but when she goes to bed at night, she look like that. Child, when I first seen that, I was insulted for her. Like, I wish my new husband would be on here talking like this. And then he used to get on there talking about how he don't like bitches with fake, when they start going to get cosmetic surgery and fake this and fake that. This bitch got some fake boobs, and she be hanging around with a bitch that be getting fillers and Botox, and I ain't no telling what this girl done went and changed herself to, being around somebody that's influenced her to be somebody that she fucking isn't. So I think that it's very unhealthy for you to get new friends, especially if you're marrying a celebrity. If you start attracting new friends because after you married a celebrity that didn't seem interested in you before you married that celebrity, that should be a fucking red motherfucking flag, bitch, because it's just like if a nigga before he get famous, before he get money, before he becomes who he is. If bitches is avoiding him, looking the other way, ain't paying him no goddamn attention and all of that, and then as soon as he get money, he getting access to bitches that he ain't never had, none of them bitches is good for you, bruh, because they only want you because now you got something. If they was ignoring you before you had some money, and now you get some money and everybody on your dick, it's just like, if people is playing, like I always say, there were people that used to treat me some type of way that now, if they came my way, and like, it used to be people that used to be like, oh, I do anything for this person, I just, you know what I'm saying, want to be their friend. And now, bitch, I wish a motherfucker would. Now that I done came up, now that I got a nice little house, now that I, you know what I'm saying, I'm on my own, I got my shit, it's low-key popping, you know what I'm saying, I wish a motherfucker would try to come and be my friend now. Even in just I am not famous. I am not a celebrity. I just know a lot of people, a lot of famous people, and a lot of famous people know of me. And I say know of me because they don't sit around me. They ain't necessarily be, you know what I'm saying, they know of me. They know from what they seen and what they read, but they've never spent time with me. Child, y'all be too motherfucking gullible. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know a lot of people or a lot of people know me does not mean, one, it don't mean that I got any type of clout or fame. But if it was, it would be fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth. But it's no way that I come up and then people that ain't never looked my way a second try can come and try to be my friend now. Like, it's a lot of people that try to play me and then they realize that I got some, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of pull here and there. And then now they want to be all buddy. Bitch, fuck you, nigga, fuck you, and fuck them too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do not play that shit. But a lot of people, I want to say it's naive or being gullible or just not being aware. Sometimes people, like, I used to not think about how people would try to play me if they knew, you know what I'm saying, who I was or who my family was or who I was connected to or anything like that. So I used to be like, oh, yay, let's be friends. It's just like when you first start going to church and everybody try to be your friend. But that don't mean that everybody needs to be your friend. Every friendly face is not a friendly soul. Some people will be your friend until that evil come out, and then all you see is evil from them. So I wish that she would have never got that little friend that met her one day and the next day was calling her best friend, and every other day it was best friend this and best friend that. And then the time that he talking about coming from this movie is the same time frame that the other girl husband was with him up there, and when he came back, she started talking about it was a female that was in his inbox talking about it was nice to see you, hadn't seen you in a long time, and she got jealous and made him take her wherever they was just to prove a point. If you ask me, this is the outside looking in, but let me tell you something. That discernment ain't no motherfucking hoe, okay? So it's funny to me, strange, not funny, funny, but funny like, nigga, it's quite funny how, you know what I'm saying, as soon as they came back and the one girl had a problem with her dude and checked him, she got his ass goddamn in motherfucking check. He had goddamn turned on his kids for this bitch, and I think that that's the lamest, weakest shit a man could ever do. But that happened, and then they fell out, and then they get split for divorce, and that shit is just wild as fuck to me, because if you could have heard some of those lives, I don't know if they she might have goddamn went and deleted all those lives that she was doing, But if you could have heard the motherfucking lives where Sam was talking about all this motherfucking shit she used to do and how she used to run around and how she used to creep and all these things about who she is or who she used to be, let me tell you something. You wouldn't be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised about the demise, because I used to be like, damn, why is she speaking so negatively about shit that's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, her, you know what I'm saying, life? Like, I would never, I don't give a fuck what the hell is going on in my marriage. Of course, I'm not going to say all the bad shit that's going on, but I am definitely not going to be on some call with anybody or on some FaceTime or some live and be talking shit about me or the person I'm with. It's going to always be a united front. Even if I have something, you know what I'm saying, shit to say where you know I'm goddamn saying some goddamn shit on purpose in a certain way, the conversation that I have with my significant other is always going to be way more deeper, way more thorough than anything that I have for anybody else. I'm not goddamn going on there and making it seem no type of way, because guess what? All you doing is fueling the fire to somebody that's praying for something other than what you desire. And I ain't with that shit at all. So let's get off of that. Now let's talk about him and what he says about how can you, because this is what the video is really about. But when I seen that goddamn, she want $20,000, $20,000 a month, that shit goddamn was like, I laughed in the comment that I made, and then I referenced the fact that goddamn, I thought she was making six figures. I thought, you know what I'm saying, if she's making six figures and she didn't went ahead and get her license since they've been married, then she needs to be going back to work. Like, he didn't inhabit or limit her ability to work. If she don't work now, it's because she's choosing not to work. But anyways, so he always likes to say, how do you become something you've never seen? So how do you become a good husband or a good wife if you've never really seen a functioning marriage? And what I believe is that, generally speaking, for me, I had to look at a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to begin to see, okay, who marriage looks healthy? And then aside from whose marriage looks healthy, who are genuinely happy within themselves in their marriage? And then you have to look at the people that you know that are married. And sometimes you see shit that you don't want to be like in a marriage, and that influences you more than the shit that you see that you want to be. A lot of times we may not have the examples that we desire, but you can become the example that you're inspired to be. If you see a marriage and you like, oh, I don't want that in my marriage. I don't want that part in my marriage. I don't want that. I mean, it could be, you could see 10 marriages, and in 10 marriages, it'd be a different landscape for each marriage. And in those marriages, you can see both positive things and negative things. And for you, you have to decide, when I get married, when I look for a spouse, when I look for a husband and or a wife, what do I desire to be in my marriage? What do I desire for my commitment? What is good for me? What would be healthy for me? What would make me happy? What would make that other person happy? First off, you need to be friends first. No successful marriage happens where them people are not genuinely friends, unless you with two manipulative people, somebody to tell you what you want to hear and say what you want them to say based on, you know, just making it go because it's cheaper to keep her. So a lot of people will just be in anything and make it work because it's cheaper to keep her. Or they get into a marriage and they have a baby, and because they don't want to pay $20,000 in child support, they make that shit work. So a lot of people be thinking these marriages be happy ever after, and it be a facade the whole motherfucking time, and they make it work. It's just like, and that doesn't mean marriages aren't always bad. but they're not always good. You know what I'm saying? You have your ups and downs. But if you're married to your friend, then you will have more ups than you have downs. You will be able to work through more stuff as friends. This is why, for me, friends is the first priority, because if we are friends, then we can sit down, we can get down, you know what I'm saying, come to an agreement. Even if we don't necessarily agree on something, as friends, you have a better understanding, you have a better support within each other. You have a stronger chance of making it work if you've been friends. You don't become somebody's best friend in a month. You don't become somebody's best friend in a year. That type of friendship takes overcoming. It takes being presented with challenges. It takes just a lot. And this is why I say marrying too quick is not healthy, because in order to really, for something to really make it, you have to go through something to make sure that that is somebody that you can make it through things with. And I'm not talking about going through something like, if the only thing that y'all go through is the person's disagreements with the ex, like Tyrese has been going through it with his first ex-wife for years. Like, if that is the only struggles that they had in their new marriage, then that's not really struggles, because no matter what, 9 times out of 10, the spouses don't like each other, so they is gonna say bad shit about each other. And if you're building a relationship off of gossip, if you're building a relationship off of anything other than genuinely liking the person, good, bad, or indifferent, like, I want to marry somebody that when they at their complete worst, it's like, damn, I just love this person so much. I don't give a fuck what this nigga do. I just love him because he is authentically who he is. And even if they go higher and advance and grow, we can grow together. And I still love this person, because the core of what a person is does not change. So in order to be able to be what you did, my mother and father were never really parents to me. But in order to be a good parent, I became everything that I felt like I needed as a parent. So if you become what you need, or you become what you wish you would have seen, and you consistently work on it, then you can become the husband that you never seen in nobody's household. You can become the wife that you never seen. But if you have friends like he used to be cool or around Teddy Pendergrass, if him and his wife before he passed away were good, then there are valuable things that you can take from what you've seen from their marriage. If he was friends with any other married couple, if he friends with Will and Jada, then there is things that you can take from any marriage that you've ever been around, good or bad. You can either learn what to do from somebody, or you can learn what not to do. If nobody is ever present, you create what you want to see. Like, because my mother wasn't the best mother as far as being a parent, I had to figure out, what do I want to be? If I became a mother, when I became a mother, I wanted to be everything that my mother was not for me. So if you never seen nobody in a healthy marriage, that should help dictate what you desire to be when you get married. If you ain't never seen nobody, you know what I'm saying, be successful. If you the first millionaire in your family, you never seen no other millionaire in your family, how did you adjust to being a millionaire? You had to learn as you go. You had to learn how to embrace that lifestyle. You had to learn so many things in order to, one, not just have millions, but maintain millions, invest so you can get more millions. And the only way you do that is through trial and error. But You first got to be a friend and value that money, that $1 million status, and not treat it like, oh, it's nothing. Because if you don't value that, if you don't become friends with that lifestyle that you're living, then you won't invest in it to continue that lifestyle that you desire to have. It's just like marriage. It's just like parenting. If your dad was never a good dad, that don't mean you go and replicate exactly what he did being a, not so good dad. It means that you go and you say, what are the things that I wish I would have seen? What are the things that I wish I would have had? What are the experiences I wish I would have got? What are those things? And then create the life that you want. You are in control of the life that you desire to have. Now, of course, I still feel some type of way because everybody is blaming him for their marriage not working. But it takes two to have a bad marriage, just like it takes two to have a good marriage. And just because somebody else's marriage might have been bad because of the husband, don't think that just because that woman says that her husband did everything wrong, that bitch didn't do nothing wrong. Sometimes these bitches be too head gone in damn church and following after somebody else, and they don't even give their husbands the respect that they deserve or need, or the final decision making process or anything. They be running along after everything and everybody else, and they never give that attention to their husband. Sometimes it be having the wrong people around. Guess what? If you a good person and you surround yourself with bad people, eventually you gonna start thinking more like them, and they may start thinking somewhat like you. Now, depending on whose personality is stronger will determine the type of results you get, because the stronger personality is going to win. If I'm a no-nonsense type of person and I get around somebody that's vulnerable, that's weak, that's gullible, somebody that is an easy target, as some people like to call, then guess what? My no nonsense is going to rub off on that person that's easy, gullible, open to whatever somebody say target. Man, let me tell you something. You got to protect your peace. You got to protect your home. Like, I would never, the type of shit that I be seeing some of these celebrities do, like having all these people all in their house. And it's just like, okay, so on the first video, I mentioned Neo and Crystal, and I congratulated them. I wish them nothing but the best. I also mentioned how some of the convenience of everything, but when they were going through and thinking about getting a divorce, the one common denominator that I saw, same thing I think I'll say with Tammy when her and Waka was going through it, the people that they bring around, these negative ass people that always got something negative to say, that always look at the worst aspect of everything. If you bring people like that around you, your marriage will fail. You know why? Because you got somebody over there like, I know he ain't, I know they ain't. And they don't even have to live with, or be in the household with this person. Stop allowing people outside of your marriage to influence what you do in your fucking marriage. If you are married to that person should be your best motherfucking friend. That's the only influence that you should have outside of some spiritual advisor, or maybe a counselor, or whoever. Like, that happy wife, happy life shit is for the motherfucking birds. Y'all better goddamn happy spouse, happy house, goddamn, because at the end of the day, the wife can't be the only person that's happy, and then you walking around miserable, pretending to be happy to make the relationship work. If that husband is happy, then that wife is going to be happy. If that wife is happy, she should feed into that husband's happiness. Y'all be with these newfound friends, letting anybody in y'all household, bringing all these goddamn negative vibes or energy into y'all household, into y'all space, and then wondering why y'all shit be on the rocks or be a disgrace, because y'all got too many people into y'all new ass marriages. Y'all let too many people into y'all households, and you don't know what these people got going on. Y'all be having scammers at y'all house. Y'all be, you know what I'm saying, having these fake ass people. Y'all be doing too motherfucking much, nigga. Y'all have too many people that y'all don't really know around people that y'all want to be with forever, and then y'all be wondering why it don't work. Too many energies. Y'all got all this goddamn fake ass energy around and trying to figure out why some real shit can't be lit. Goddamn, you can't have real and fake together. It's either gonna be all real or all fake. That other half and half shit, it don't work. So my suggestion would be to begin to imagine how you want your life to be, how you want your relationships to be, and see what it would take. Understand within yourself. Be single for a while, nigga. Tyrese, if you hear this, nigga, you need to be single for a while, and not single and always busy so you never damn look at yourself to figure out what you need to do better, how you need to move better, what you need to work on within yourself, because that blaming on your childhood and your parents and shit, that shit ain't gonna carry you. But at the same time, I wouldn't say it's your fault that the marriage didn't work. Y'all didn't know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all jumped in this shit too motherfucking fast to begin with. So any flaws or any type of behavior patterns that you didn't know about because you thought that since she was a circle worshiper, she got her life and shit together, those shits don't come out when everything is hunky-dory. Shit don't come out until shit hit the motherfucking fan, nigga. Like, until y'all get into some hard times together, until y'all really have to struggle together and really have to make some shit work, until some shit happen that is gonna try y'all don't know if y'all gonna make it. Y'all can't get married in 3-4 months and be like, ooh, this is my forever. This is your forever right now, goddamn, because in a couple years, if y'all don't work on how to be friends, if y'all don't keep people out of y'all marriage, out of y'all house, out of y'all lives that don't mean y'all well, leeches, motherfuckers that's looking for clout, people that just want to be seen and post everything, goddamn, that be the reason why a lot of motherfuckers be failing, especially when they celebrities or they, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, motherfucker, you break up and you with somebody new every couple of months. I'm not judging you, but if you really want to be happy, you need to figure out what the fuck you really want and who is compatible with what you want. Y'all be wanting people that's not even compatible with what y'all saying that y'all desire, and then y'all be thinking it's gonna work. No, get somebody that's on the same drama level as you. Get somebody that's on the same mindset as you. Get somebody that is equally yoked. Y'all be thinking and that's just some goddamn church mumbo jumbo. You need somebody on your level in every single way possible. If y'all both be on bullshit, then if you be on bullshit, get somebody that's on bullshit. If you a manipulative leech, then get somebody who's a manipulative leech, because y'all gonna work together. And then sometimes it be like one manipulative leech and then the other person be like a fitter inner. They just do whatever the fuck to fit in. So the manipulative leech kind of guides and leads the relationship, and the other person is just along for the motherfucking ride. Believe me, I've seen it all. I've known people that goddamn all they do is manipulate and lie and steal and scam the fuck out of people and tell lies and call it faith and do all the extra bullshit, and it really be a whole bunch of fake shit. And most of the time it be the women, and then the man be like, you know, I don't want to say gullible, but they just go along with anything because they ain't ever had a woman that manipulate or hustle. You know, manipulation and hustle is the same thing for some people. So listen, I'm not judging nobody. I just believe that in order to have what you really desire, you're going to have to put in the self-love work so that you can love and learn yourself and embrace the things about yourself. And then you can find somebody that's on your motherfucking level. You cannot get with somebody. And then you took a girl from her dude that she was in a goddamn manipulative relationship where she was being used. So y'all not healing to really make sure that you get yourself together and you're ready for something else. Y'all jumping from relationship to relationship and wondering why y'all keep ending up with the same person in a different body. I'm done. Speaking Freedom presents Good Head Group, providing advanced spiritual studies and personal developmental insight. Brought to you by Love Gang and Speaking Freedom. We look forward to helping you grow in all the areas of your life. We hope that you find all the information needed for your growth. God bless. Please listen to all disclaimers provided. If you are currently under physician's care, please maintain that relationship. This is not intended to stop your current treatment plan. If you need physician care, please seek out medical attention. Please note, all results are based on the individual's ability to adapt and adjust to any given environment and situation. We are not responsible for your results at Speaking Freedom. The life enhancement coaches at Speaking Freedom provide information to help you grow. You are responsible for maintaining that growth, taking on and then applying the information to your individual life as you deem needed and necessary. This may contain and explain explicit content. Please use parental discretion. For best results, you will need an open mind, the ability to research, and a balanced lifestyle.
Please join us daily for your inspiration and motivation.
We have the entire world to offer you at your fingertips. Your life enhancement coaching specialist. Thank you for choosing us to assist you in accomplishing your personal and professional goals. And have a beautiful day. In love, we trust. This is brought to you by Good Head Group, Love Gang, and Speaking Freedom. We thank God for you, and we love you.
Hi, I'm Kaci. Dr. Kaci to be exact, owner of Speaking Freedom LLC, Love Gang, and Good Head Group LLC. I am also a certified life coach and host of Speaking Freedom Radio and TV. Although I have recently became an ordained minister, please be aware that I am still me, raw and uncut the way God made me and allowed life to shape me. I pray and expect God to use me for people who can receive the way I communicate, as well as my delivery. I am not for those who are already saved, religious, or super deep. I am for the leaders, hustlers, and street influencers around the world, including pimps, killers, drug dealers, and working girls. I am sharing my experiences and perspective to help someone be inspired to be better. And for those who can identify with the various aspects of my mindset. My mindset alone does not determine the status of any active connections or current relationships that have not already been specifically addressed. Additionally, these recordings should not be taken personally if I have not already spoken to you about the topic or expressed that I have an issue. These recordings are a part of my life's work to document my experience, perspective, and to see how life has shaped me. My plan in using my stories publicly and socially is to encourage growth in those who can identify with the experiences and find inspiration in my life to heal and overcome the path that they've been set on, no matter what they face, as according to the purpose of their soul, until healing takes place. Despite the experiences that I may have had with any person, sometimes known and unknown, I hold no grudges, no hate, no bitterness, or any other ill feelings against anyone. I pray that your life is whole and very fruitful. I forgive you as I hope that you forgive me if I have wronged you or anyone that you know or anyone who listens to me. I pray that you have peace and extend the same grace to others. I have love for everyone, especially on a human level, despite flaws or experiences. But that doesn't mean that I will associate or be close to every human that I know or meet. I've experienced a very eventful life and truly believe that my mindset and story based on experiences could help those who identify with how I think and are looking for inspiration to grow further, go beyond hurt, and be great. I pray that these recordings bless you and your soul in every way, in whatever way God has intended. Sending love and light to all. Thanks for listening. Achieve your dreams.